I'm a king. I'm a king. I'm a king. I'm a king. Toxic masculinity. What do you think about that?
Toxic masculinity is the lack of masculinity, as you said before. The idea we have been raised to be men, and we have to accept this if we really want to have this pushback and bring the return of masculinity. We have to accept that we've been raised to be men under a feminine lens. Hence my cousin, your buddy from back in the day. And so when it comes to toxic masculinity, it's more of how the general female views men, fucking and fighting. So if that's all we're about and just running through women left and right, they're toxic. And we're also called toxic when we actually stand firm. Because so the idea of what masculinity is supposed to be is just all demonized as toxic. And again, that's where the feminine push of our society is going. Anytime you try to be manly or you try to set the tone, hey, this is what we need to do for the better outcome. Oh, you're just being toxic. And oh man, I'm actually deemed the most toxic person in my current workplace. And I put that on the post one day, and they were like, how do you think that's a good thing? I'm like, well, because I'm the one who shows up to work. I don't bring any drama. I'm more dependable than everyone else. So if they deem me as being the toxic guy for doing the job right and having the balls to, rise to the situation, I'll take that hit. So if you are walking in a positive masculine way, it's just words at that point, whatever. That's how you want to describe it. That shows a reflection on you.
Powerful. I totally agree. And I mean, it's women who's saying that. You know what I'm saying? It's coming from a feminine place. So like women, you don't hear men going around like, oh, that's toxic masculinity. Like it's a woman thing. So of course it's gonna come from that type of stance. So I totally agree on that, man, for sure. What you think, Brian? What's your view?
I feel like the drama, running through females. I feel like not being a man at your work, your balls in your work. I feel like all of that plays a huge part. I honestly, I don't personally like kicking around toxic people. So I don't even, try to be around that environment. I don't really know a whole lot about it. I just know that I ain't trying to be around drama. I ain't trying to be around no fuckboy shit. And then I feel like another thing, a lot of people, they're talking themselves up nowadays and they're not really doing it. That's a lot of toxic bullshit. Yeah,
because they care more about
a lot of toxic bullshit right there.
They care more about the image than the actual, okay, how am I moving? What am I getting? The results. You want just make everybody think that you're maybe Billy Badass or you got X amount of money and shit like that. What are you doing?
Yep.
Exactly. Actions speak
What are you
louder than
actually
words.
doing?
Facts. You always gonna be the fruit. You want to see where somebody's heart is? Look at their fruit. You know what I'm saying? That's something that I believe. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna get religious on here, nothing like that. But I've read the Bible and I read the Bible, and like that's a big thing. Like if you want to know, somebody's heart, look at their fruits. What fruits do they bear? You know what I'm saying? What's the result of what they're doing? And I totally agree with both of y'all on that, man. Like that's a fact. And,
Well said.
me personally,
well said.
for sure. And then like toxicity, when we think about masculine toxicity, whatever, toxic masculinity, I think that it comes from a misunderstanding of what masculinity is. So I think a lot of women have an idea of what they think masculinity is, and that definition is toxic masculinity. Like I think that a lot of women just was going around talking to each other about it, started stirring this up in the women talk, and it just became this definition. And a lot of these things that women complain about isn't really masculinity.